What is up, YouTuber versus? What's up, guys? Welcome to the next episode. As you guys can see, color and everything is different. Trying different settings on the camera. We're going to see how that goes, firstly. Secondly, no cool intro, but we do have cool transitions that we're going to try. So, there's that. 3, we said last time that we were going to get the cranks bearings, and we got them. And we actually got them for cheaper, which is pretty dope. Got some staff discount, even though I don't work there. Got staff discount on the bearings and the belt, which is really cool. But for today, we're just going to quickly clean everything up and continue, and then start assembling. We're probably going to finish the assembly during the week. We're going to have the engine back in the car this weekend. So the goal is to have the car running on Sunday so we can go for a car event. Hopefully we can do it. Yeah, so let's get started. You can't lie, that was a pretty cool transition, right? Looks pretty cool. Yeah, in any case. I know you guys are probably bored of watching me clean stuff, so I'm gonna do the rest off camera and then I'll get back to you guys. So, sweet. Okay, so we had a goal of getting the car ready, motor in, everything ready to drive by tomorrow. Considering that it is currently 20 past 3 in the afternoon, I don't believe that we're going to meet that goal. But we're still going to try our best to try and see how far we can get. I also don't think we're going to meet that goal because I went past Tyrant's place just going to see what there was, and I ended up buying a hot cam, so we're about to do a hot cam swap. We also may as well just do lifters and valve stem seals while we're at it, and since the head's open, we just may as well do it, right? So now that there's a lot more work, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to quickly pull the top or the bottom off, right? We're going to quickly go and polish up those cranks. We're going to hone the block. We're going to do what's called a roll-in bearing replacement. We're going to chuck that in there. We're going to go and replace the seal on that side. We're going to go through and probably clean up the sun, pop that back on, that thing off, and then we're going to put a new cam bolt on. It's just a lot of stuff that we're about to do. We went and spent the entire morning picking up a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But in any case, yesterday we went through and we started cleaning up all the pistons and all of those things. So those just need rings and block just needs to be honed. We just need to polish the crank, put in the new bearings, both on the crank, the main crank bearings as well as the conrod bearings. Yeah, probably going to start with honing the block, then moving down so that, everything that falls down we can clean off afterwards. So let's start with that. I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse. It's going to be a long one. Enjoy. While we're here, before we get started, let me show you guys everything I've got for the car so far. So before the battery dies on this thing, the piston rings are huge. The gap is like 1.6, 1.7. I'm trying to figure out what's going on now. I was gonna start the video, but there's a wasp in here. And I don't really want to close the garage with the wasp in here. Okay.
A few inches later.
Now that the wasp situation is taken care of, you know the rules, don't turn your back on a wasp. But yeah, so yesterday everything started off smoothly. Things were going well until we got to the piston rings. For the first time in my life I decided let's do things the right way. In my previous build I literally just grabbed the piston rings, chucked them on their pistons and shoved them in. This time I was like, let's check gaps, right? So chuck the piston ring in, and I had a 2.12 mil gap on the piston rings. For those of you who don't know, that is not okay. The piston ring gap is supposed to be between 0.21 and 0.42 millimeters, right? So that's not even like half a millimeter. And mine was sitting at 2.12, so that was bad. So after hours and hours and hours and hours, eventually we found out that the bores are oversized. My bores come in at around 83.5 instead of the 83.03 that they're supposed to be. And then stressing about needing to buy new pistons, after going around and measuring the pistons, found out that the pistons are oversized also. This would have been good things to know before we bought the piston rings. So note to self, measure before you go and buy stuff. We're just gonna hope that the bearings are standard. I really hope that the bearings are standard, but we're gonna hope that the bearings are standard. So that put a little bit of a hiccup in what we're doing. So we can't get the pistons back in because alert only opens tomorrow. It's Sunday. Yesterday when we discovered it was way too late. Yeah. Now, thanks to Tyron, right, we have a new cam, which means we need to take the cams out of the top of the head like we didn't want to do. Thanks a lot, Tyron. But while we're there, you know, we may as well just go through and clean all of the lifters and replace the valve stem seals because we're there, right? So we have a bunch of stuff we need to do today. I don't even know what we're going to be doing. I really don't. We need to replace bolts and studs and a whole bunch of stuff, and cut off studs off the turbo that are broken because apparently that wasn't sealing either. But we got new bolts and studs and everything. We're going to go through and we're going to try and get things just continuing. I don't know yet if I'm going to be doing an air conditioner delete. Tyron gave us the new condenser. We don't know if we're going to use that yet. If not, we'll see what we're going to do. Leave a comment below. Should I do the delete? We saved like 25 kilograms. Just taking out the pump and the condenser. So let me know. Should I do that? Shouldn't I do that? I don't know. But for this video, or for the continuation of this video, let's just get going. I'll see what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out along the way. I'll explain afterwards. And to all of the people who just sit and constantly message me about it, are you happy? Are you happy? It's not white shoes anymore. The white shoes were washed. I'll even put a picture so you guys can see how clean they are. Stop telling me what shoes to wear. So valve removal, right? Oh, sometimes I hate this car. But, so we started doing the valve removal using the appropriate tools, right? So we got the valve removal tool, we got the one valve out, but the compressor decided right when the video cut off there, that was because the battery died. But the video cut off right as I started compressing it, everything shot. And you know how they say, don't lose the collets? Yeah, one of the collets just went flying. So for those of you who don't know what a collet is, it is this tiny little retainer, which basically sits here in the top of the, let me show you. It sits there in the top of the valve to prevent the, well, basically keep everything in place. It's very difficult. To keep everything in place with the spring and all of that stuff. But it's just a retaining clip, essentially. And it decided, okay, cool, as soon as it compressed, it just shot. So I have half. So now, Mr. Parts guy down the road from me, the guy who's just taking all my money apparently, Tyron, has a set, so I'm gonna go and pick those up now. I'm gonna first try and see if I can get the, whatever this thing's called, this is the valve stem seal out and the new one in. He's only gonna be home in a little while, but we're gonna do that and then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with these lifters, because apparently, I don't know, we need to clean them. So, oh shit, god damn it. This car isn't loving me, but let's carry on for now. Yeah, okay. Also, another thing, you know how online they said leave the air intake on? Yeah, we have to take the air intake off because we can't get the valve puller around the intake or in any other direction, because these heads are shaped like all V. I don't know, but we can't get it around there. So what we have to do is we have to take off this damn intake so that we can put the valve puller in on the right spot. So there's also that. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so we just got back from Tyron's place. So wild things went down there, as you guys can see. It's like dark outside now. Yeah, the neighbors got robbed, and then we had to run through the house and make sure no one was there still anymore. Like, yeah, it's wild. Welcome to South Africa, for those of you who don't know. This is a regular occurrence. Then, as I get back, I look at my head, and I find the damn collet that I lost, that I just went to go and buy an entire set of new collet pins. But then I find the one, obviously the one that just shot away. So now we just have a whole new set of collet pins just in case anything happens. So at least there's that, right? Okay, so there we have it, right? So we've gotten all of the valve stem seals done on this side. We have what you guys just saw me do there in really fast motion was take apart all of the lifters and then soak them in petrol, right? I'm gonna let those soak for a little bit. We're gonna pull them out, we're gonna fill them back up with oil, and we're gonna reassemble them and then get them back in there, right? Carmen is not yet back from her flight, so while we wait for her, I'm gonna quickly finish up the lifters. and then try and get those installed here. Reason being is I don't want to leave them in the petrol overnight. I don't know what's going to happen to them. So we'll pull those out, quickly oil them, chuck them back in here. Let's get these lifters installed. Let's get this camshaft installed. Sorry about that. Let's get these lifters installed. Let's get this camshaft installed. Let's see where we go from there. And then I'm just going to replay the video in the previous one, right, as the outro, because I had the outro already recorded. So I'll just cut those pieces here and there, and we'll get going. So I'm going to put this on a time lapse. Let's do this. The lifter reinstallation didn't go as smoothly as it did taking it apart. Turns out lifters are pretty difficult to put back together. It says that I need to ensure that the retaining body, that the body of the lifter is aligned with the housing, otherwise the retaining clips aren't going to clip in. I don't know, I don't see anything that needs to be aligned. Unless it's like these lines, but that's just the cap, not the body. I don't know. So I'm gonna leave them as they are now. I've filled them all with oil, so that will prevent flash rusting. But it's also like 11 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'll carry on with this in the next episode with the installation of the new cam and everything like that. So back to the old outro. Once again, in the theory of you're there, you may as well just do it. If anyone ever tells you you're there, you may as well just do it. Tell them the next time they drive over a bridge, right? They may as well just drive off the bridge, you know? You're there, you may as well just do it. But in all seriousness, if you're there, you may as well do it, but just understand that that is going to mean a lot more time, a lot more patience, and working on a lot more things, right? So, off camera, I'm going to go and do the other side. So in next week's episode, we're going to have this side done, this side back in with the new cam, right? I think I spoke about it, but the new exhaust cam is going on the intake side to give us just slightly more lift and a little bit longer duration. So that's going to go in here. Once we're done with that, we're going to seal up here, put on the new seals that we have for the cams, and yeah, then I'm also just going to go through and clean the head. We're going to get the head back on the car in the next episode. We're going to get the piston, the head back on the block in the next episode. We're going to get the pistons back in the block. We're going to get the bearings back in. We're going to get the sump back on, and then we're going to start actually assembling the full motor. I need to know, am I running an air conditioner? Yes or no? You guys let me know down below in the comments. Are we going to run an air conditioner in this car? We save like 26, maybe 30 kgs for you folks who do not understand the system that the rest of the world uses. That's around 50 to 60 pounds, right? So do we save that? Do we not save that? Let me know down below. As always, it's been awesome doing all of this stuff together. We hit some hiccups and we're growing from there. We, you know, sticking to Robbie Ferreira. We're sticking to Robbie Ferreira's thing and we're staying committed. We're going through with this. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment, share this video. Let's get the stuff going. And as always, it's super fun hanging out with you guys. And as always, I love you much. Bye!